Indicators of leadership and motivation. This video module shall be covered in 3 parts. In part 1, we shall see the indicators of leadership. In part 2, we shall cover motivation and factors which motivate. In part 3, we shall see moral values. Part 1, indicators of leadership. There are 4 indicators of leadership, namely morale, team spirit, discipline, and competence. I shall repeat: morale, team spirit, discipline, and competence. All indicators of leadership contribute to the effectiveness of a group and are to some extent interdependent. The absence of one indicator could negatively affect or destroy the others. Let us understand these 4 indicators of leadership one by one. The first indicator of leadership is morale. Morale may be defined as the positive state of mind. It gives a feeling of confidence and well-being that enables a person to face hardship with courage, willpower, and determination. Morale depends upon the attitude towards everything that affects him and his fellow members of the group. The second indicator of leadership, team spirit. Team spirit is the loyalty to, pride in, and enthusiasm for the group shown by its members. It is the common spirit of the group. It implies devotion and loyalty to the group. The spirit is the group's personality and expresses the team's will to try and win even in difficult situations. There are 6 factors to be considered for evaluation of team spirit. First, expressions of individual members showing enthusiasm in the activities they do. The second factor is a good reputation among peers and others. The third factor, a strong competitive spirit. Fourth, willing participation by the members in group activities. Fifth factor, readiness on the part of the members to help one another. And the sixth factor is the belief that their group is better than any other group. The third indicator of leadership is discipline. Discipline means quick and willing obedience to instructions. Taking appropriate action without wasting time when instructions are absent. Voluntary or self-discipline among the members of the group brings in better results in the long run. There are 6 factors to be considered for evaluation of discipline. The first factor, proper attention to instructions. Harmonious relations between group and its members. The third factor, devotion to duty. Fourth, good senior-junior relationship. Fifth, standards of cleanliness, dress, and courtesy. And lastly, ability to perform effectively without supervision. The last of the indicators of leadership is competence. Competence is the technique, tactics, and physical ability of the individual members as well as group to perform the task. A good leader brings together different members with varying skills as a team for smooth functioning. There are three factors to be considered in evaluating competence in a group. The three factors are: first, personal appearance and physical fitness of members. The second factor, group leading ability of individual members. And the third factor is level of skill shown by members while doing the tasks. We have just covered part 1, indicators of leadership. We shall now move on to part 2, motivation and factors which motivate. Motivation is the commitment and urge within a member which makes him accomplish his task under all situations without thinking about the cost. Study of human history has given us three factors which help motivate any person. 1. Material factors. 2. Intellectual factors. And 3. Spiritual factors. We shall come to the first one, material factors. Material factors are resources which are required to establish, maintain and enhance the basic quality of life of the team and furtherance of their goals. A football team will require good and sufficient quantity of football boots, quality grounds, funds, kits for players, etc. Once the team is provided with the resources, the motivation level of members goes up. Second, intellectual factors. These factors make an individual proud of his or her group and motivate other members to perform better in difficult situations. Leadership by personal example is one of the elements which motivate soldiers to perform better. Third, the spiritual factors. Our soul offers the highest inspiration for our extraordinary feats. It is the only factor which sustains a man when all hope is lost. The spiritual factor stems from group identity, pride in the group, team spirit, history, and positive aspects of religion. Religion has played an important role in motivating men. Krishna's advice to Arjun on the battlefield of Kurukshetra is a soul-stirring speech. Even today, it inspires and motivates men to war. It is the victory of the spirit which has led many physically and mentally challenged persons to take part and excel in various sports and other physical activities. We have just covered part 2, motivation and factors which motivate. We shall now move on to part 3, moral values. In this part, we shall see the virtues or values needed to become a good leader. Moral values consist of acts well and honorably performed. Our habits, behavior and conduct are reflections of our values. NCC cadet must conduct himself or herself such that his or her personal habits are not open to criticism. Tendencies towards selfishness and self-indulgence in luxuries are to be avoided strictly. As per Greek philosopher Plato, there are four cardinal virtues or human values. These are: 1. Prudence. Prudence means to make right decision. Courage, to stay course and resist temptation of all kind. Self-control, to subordinate passion, emotion and feelings to fulfill mission at hand. And 4th, justice, to give every individual his due. The first one, prudence. As Amos Alcott says, prudence is the footprint of wisdom. Prudence is nothing but common sense. It's a combination of your common sense and wisdom. Being prudent, one should be able to make the right decision. And in order to make the right decision, one has to go through 3 steps. We shall see them one by one. Step 1. Gather all the information pertaining to subject. Step 2. Evaluate each of the information and its pros and cons. Step 3. Finally decide on the best course of action after weighing various options. Second is courage. Courage is both physical as well as mental courage. Persisting with the path or decision taken to exhibit courage involves 6 issues. Sacrificing self-interest for realizing the prudent and just goals. Enduring trials, challenges and opposition courageously. Being consistent and precise. 4th, resisting going along with the ongoing trends. 5th, facing obstacles but persisting with it. And 6th, capacity to take risks. 3rd, self-control. This is something every leader is required to attain. That is, mastery of his or her heart and mind. For self-control, a leader has to subordinate his or her passions, emotions and feelings to the human spirit. He has to influence his or her sphere of activity like time management. Has to not get too much attracted by worldly things and be wise with his or her reactions like anger, meekness. 4th, justice. Every fellow citizen needs to give his or her due. It involves striving for common good or good of others. A sense of equality, equity and fairness should be the benchmark. Besides these 4 virtues or human values, a leader must have 2 more qualities. First, an inner urge for excellence and the next, selfless service. We have named them number 5 and 6. So the 5th quality, an inner urge for excellence. It is the virtue of striving for excellence by challenging self and challenging others too. Such a person is a dreamer, like a parent for children or teacher for a student. Such a person has an exciting vision of life which can be easily communicated and shared with others. Such a person cultivates a sense of mission in their studies, profession and family. Such a person challenges people to strive for higher personal excellence. The 6th quality is the selfless service. It means overcoming selfishness, serving others like friends, family, society, or country habitually with passion. It means consistent practice. It makes it a habit of service. Thus, a leader must possess these virtues or values in good measure to become a good leader. These are not inborn qualities but acquired through constant effort and practice. We shall now quickly summarize this video module. In part 1, we saw the 4 indicators of leadership, namely morale, team spirit, discipline, and competence. In the second part, we understood the 3 factors which help to motivate a person, namely material factors, intellectual factors, and spiritual factors. And in the last part, we saw the 6 virtues or values which are necessary to become a good leader, namely prudence, courage, self-control, justice, inner urge for excellence, and selfless service.